Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be having a very detailed tutorial on how to sew a corset. Then most importantly, I'll be showing us a new technique of making corsets without using ready-made bra cups or wadding, and it will still come out well. So like I said, we'll be learning how to sew. So this is my fabric already cut out. I've added all my necessary allowance to where I'm supposed to. So I'll go ahead and join all my front pieces with 1/2 inch seam allowance. And if you notice, I added interfacing. Okay, it's always good if you're working with any fabric and you want to make corset out of it, always add interfacing to give it more stability. It makes the fabric more stable. Okay, so now here I'm joining all the pieces together. Like I said, it's a detailed class. I'll be showing us every step of the way. Okay, so I'm just sewing all the inseams with 1/2 inch seam allowance. Like I said earlier on, your interfacing can be paper stay or air stay. It makes your fabric stable. It prevents your fabric from folding or having tiny pleats here and there. If you're working with something like crepe that is slippery, it gives the fabric stability. Okay, so take note of that. You can use air stay or paper stay, right? So I'm still joining my pieces together. Okay, now for those of us that don't know how to cut corset, I've done like 3 or 4 corset tutorials on how to cut, so I will drop the link in the description box, okay, for the cutting. The only difference is that this one just has like a basque style line, okay, but the cutting is still the same. Okay, so but this particular video just shows how to join. So I'm still joining my pieces together. Okay, yeah, so and I'm doing the same thing for my lining, right? So here I've joined all the front pieces together and the back piece, and as a general rule, you should always press every step of the way. It makes your work neat, right? So I've been joining my side seam allowance with 1 inch. Same thing for the other side here. That's front and back together with 1 inch seam allowance. Now I've done that, we'll go to the creating of the channels or the bone casings. Okay, so this is my bias tape here, and I have joined almost all the casings, so I left just one. Since it's the same process, I left the last boning on the back piece, so I'll show us how to do it. So first thing, you open your bias tape. Okay, you open it up on one side and then you stitch it down, okay, where you have the joining of the 2 back pieces. You know your bias tape has 2 folds, okay, so you're sewing one edge of one fold down to the fabric. Okay, then your boning comes in different sizes. So I'm using the very small one. I think that one is about 1/4 of an inch wide, so that is easier to fix into your channel or bone casing, okay, than the bigger one. And then your boning should be short of 1/2 inch before the upper part and the lower part of the corset too. Then you should secure the edges either by burning it, or I prefer to use masking tape so that it doesn't cause any discomfort on your body. So like I said, if the length of your channel is probably 7, then the length of your boning will be what, 6. So you're leaving your boning will start 1/2 inch after the neckline and also stop 1/2 inch before the waistline. So you put in the boning into the bias, you fold in properly, and then you start sewing down like this, okay? Or you can finish sewing the other side of the bias down and then you fix in the boning. But for me, I prefer to do it this way so that at least the stitch will hold down the boning and put it in place. Okay, so it depends on what you want, right? So this is it here. I'm done fixing all the boning. So this is how it looks like. And like I said, I also sewed my lining. Now this is the bra cup, which is the most interesting part. I didn't use wadding, I didn't use ready-made cups. Okay, so I want to show what I did. Now these are the 3 pieces for my corset. So what I did was I cut 7 layers of paper stay. You can also use air stay for this. I cut out 7 layers, okay, facing each other. Then I pressed it. so that way the fabric is thick, and it has this it has this wadding like feel. So I'm done pressing. Okay, so first I will join the two lower pieces first. This is a 3-piece corset, and you can still do the same process for your normal 2-piece corset. Okay, so I'll just join it together. Now this method is very good for people with large bust size, because they always have problem getting their bra cup size in the market, and then not everybody can walk very well with wadding. So this is very perfect, and you can even have up to 10 layers to make it more thicker, but this 7 is okay. Okay, so it doesn't have this over, it's not too thick. Now after joining the 2 pieces on the lower part of the cup, I'm notching it there so that I can fold. So you can see how firm it looks. You can see very firm. Okay, so now I'm going to pipe this with my bias. This part is optional. It's just more like a decorative piece. You don't have to do this. Okay, just more like it's just for decoration, sort of. Okay, so you don't have to like pipe it with your bias. So I'm piping it the same way I piped my channels with the boning. Okay, but the only difference is this is a curved part, so you have to like fold the cup inwards so that you'll be able to sew it. I'm sorry, I didn't know that during the shooting this part of the video was a bit dark. I didn't know, but I'm just piping it basically, so we should be able to do that. Okay, it's the same way I created my channel for the bone casing. So let me show us. This is what I've done. It's, yeah, you can see that. So now I will join the top piece now. Okay, now, yeah, that's it. So I'm sewing with 1/2 inch seam allowance. Okay, and I would also be piping that joining. Like I said, it is optional. You don't have to do that. It's optional. Okay, and when you want to pipe with bias, you should find a contrasting color on your fabric, something that will pop. Okay, so I still need to notch because it's a curve area. If you don't notch it, it will not rest perfectly, right? So here, this is it here. So that's my cup, and I'll pipe this upper part. So I think like I said, it's still the same process. So sorry guys, I didn't know this part of the video was a bit dark. Okay, so sorry. So if this is your first time of watching the video on this channel, like I said, I've done several tutorials on how to draft, on how to cut a corset, both bas corset, a tube corset, corset top, about 3 or 4. So I'll be dropping on the links in the description box for us to go and check it out. So yeah, I'm almost done. Like, I super love this method, especially because it will work fine for busty people. Yeah, so I'll just join in, I'll show us. Okay, so this is the other cup here, so I'll just attach it to the middle of my front piece there and sew it. So you can see how it's already standing. You see that even with, I've not even added my line here, but it's already popping, so it works perfectly. So now I'll just turn the neckline and the back neckline, and I'll also be turning the lower part of my top. So this is it here. I'm yet to add my zipper, okay, and my sleeve, but at least the most important thing is for, you know, the learning of how to make the cup and all. So I hope you learned something from this tutorial. Kindly give this video a thumbs up if you're new. Don't forget to subscribe, and most importantly, share to your friends and your loved ones. Thank you so much for your time. Bye.